Welcome back, YouTube. Today we are doing carrots. We figured this would be a perfect addition to your Easter dinner, right? Carrots, bunnies.
Or any springtime.
Or any springtime. It's actually a great summer, spring treat. We love it around here. So again, it's just carrots, shallots, spinach with a citrus butter brown glaze to it. It's absolutely amazing. So what we do is we're going to hop over to on the countertop here. We'll go over the ingredients, and then we'll hop onto the stovetop and show you how to make these. This is one of the few recipes that I've done that actually don't go out in the smoke.
Yeah, he's in my territory.
That's right. You can probably figure out how to do it, but it's just we just do it on the stovetop. All right, let's go. Right. So what got me inspired to do these is I used to live in Central Coast, California. This is where I learned to do these carrots like this. And what really got me going is we had an email from our local farmer. Infinity Gardens is her name. I know the owner. I talk to her all the time, but I cannot remember her name. So this is literally like the worst plug into YouTube history of her name. But it's Infinity Gardens, and we actually went yesterday and spoke with her. You know, and she was giving us a tour of the gardens of the farm, and you know she's tripling her size. So she'll be at the farmers market, you know, Daybreak Market on Saturdays, Murray on Sundays, and Harriman on Mondays. So you know, go visit her. She does everything. She's got microgreens, but now she had carrots and spinach in. So we got some of that, and I was like, oh, that's two of the main ingredients that we use. So what I have is, like, I got these carrots from her. I already peeled them.
Oh, they're beautiful, though.
They are beautiful. Bimo and I, we've already tasted some of them. Bimo loves carrots. So he was looking at me, and I couldn't say no to that face. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut them in half. I'm going to cut the ends off and then cut them in half. You want to cut your carrots like, you know, 1 to 2 inches. And these are about the perfect thickness. If you had them thicker, you know, the ones you buy at the grocery store,
yeah,
I'd recommend cutting them in half or fourths or something.
Well, there's nothing wrong with buying at the grocery store. We all do it. But if you can support a small farmer, that's the best way to do it. Yeah,
and you know, she you know, with her, you can tell her, and she can tell you what she puts in her soil. You know, yeah. She doesn't use any chemicals, but you know, if she did or a farmer did, they could tell you exactly what it is. You know, we went there. You know, she had a bunch of chickens running around. You know, they'll eat the bugs this summer and stuff, so
yeah,
and help fertilize. But yeah, so like I said, it's like if you got a local farmer, you know, get to know him or her. You know, there's a lot you can learn from them. You know, swap ideas. You know, she does a lot of things, you know, like Japanese turnips and stuff that we never would have tried, but we've tried based off of her recommendation, and that's what's great about knowing your local farmer. The other ingredients that we're going to have is these are store bought because these aren't big in Utah for grown, but as the shallots, I think this was actually 4. I don't know what it was, but anyway, I have those many shallots. They break apart. Sometimes they come in 2s or 3s.
Yeah. So
all I'm going to do is I kept the root part intact, and these bigger ones I'm going to cut probably in thirds. All right, so they're like that size. This one here, I'll just do a half. And again, you want these to stay together while you cook them. That's the reason why I keep the root.
And a lot of things in the onion family, you're going to keep the root when you're cutting, and it just makes everything easier.
And that's pretty much the prep work. So carrots are done. This is her spinach too. Her spinach is big. I'm actually going to take some of these stems off, but I'll do that off camera. You know, you can get baby spinach or whatever. I'll take some of those stems off. Other than that, it's ready to go. The other things I have is like 2.5 tablespoons of butter, the zest of 1 lemon, the juice of 1 lemon, and it calls for orange juice. I just squeezed an orange in there, so that's a half of an orange right there, so we'll use that. So, and then also I got like 5 or 6 sprigs of thyme.
Okay.
This is the fresh thyme that you buy in the grocery store.
Okay.
So what we do now is that we have our ingredients all prepped. We'll go over to the stovetop. I have my pan on medium heat. I'm just going to just drizzle some olive oil in there. All right, our oil is hot right now, so I'm going to throw in the shallots. I'll throw in the carrots. And then our thyme. I'm going to throw in some crackles of salt. And I'm going to cover this and let it just sit here on medium. Probably medium for most of those. Mine was medium low because I got a bigger burner. Let it sit for about 9-10 minutes.
Okay, great.
Every once in a while the lid's on, just give them a stir. See how they're starting to get brown? That's exactly what you want. So it's been about 9 minutes. As you see, it's getting brown. What you're looking for is you want the shallots to start getting translucent. You know, you got some browning on the carrots. That's perfect. We're going to leave the lid off. I'm going to put it on a low heat for about another 10 minutes with the lid off, but stirring frequently. So I'm actually going to move this to another burner so we can make the brown butter on this burner. I put our 2.5 tablespoons of butter in a small saucepan here. That's more of a saute pan. And I got a medium-low heat, and we're just going to let it melt and swirling it. We want it actually to brown the butter. This is easier if you have a white pan. You can kind of see when it's to the point. I don't have one of those, so I'm going to go off of smell. And I'm going to keep melting this and swirling it until I get that nutty smell. So if you don't have a white bottom pan, you can just go off of the aroma. The butter is about where I want it. I can smell it even over the shallots that's cooking next to it. I can tell it's changed the tint. You don't want to overdo it because you don't want clarified butter. So I'm going to take it off the heat right now and just let it sit for a minute. Took about 6 to 8 minutes, probably about 6 minutes to get to this point. Alright, sat for a couple minutes to cool off. I'm going to add my citrus, so first my orange. My lemon. And my lemon zest.
Oh my gosh, you guys, the smell again.
I'm going to give this a quick stir. I turned the heat off, like I said, it's been cooling. So I'm actually going to move this over to another burner, let it cool, and bring back the carrots.
Look at that beautiful caramelization on those carrots and shallots.
Yeah, they look great, don't they? I mean, this is what you're looking for. You can even probably get them a little bit more limp than this, but I like mine more crunchy than limp.
Oh, I do too.
So, first thing I'm going to do is try to take out most of these thyme sprigs. I'm not going to get them all because they do break up a little bit. But I get the big ones out. You know, using your hands probably isn't the smartest thing, but it is a hot pan. The nice thing is when you cook as long as me, you kind of get a little tolerance for the heat.
Yeah, I know.
There's a callus on your finger, so. Now I'm going to throw in the spinach.
Don't you have to, like, click them 3 times or it's bad luck? There you go.
I'm just going to, okay, this is under low heat still. We just want the spinach to get wilty. Alright, I'm turning off the heat now. The spinach is where I want it to be. I don't want it to get super wilty. I just want to get warm. Alright, and the next thing we do is pour in our brown butter.
You know, I must say, I think the #1 thing people do wrong with vegetables is they overcook it.
Yeah, I agree. And it's night and day between I mean, I'd much rather have it undercooked than overcooked.
Yeah.
For the most part. And just kind of mix that around a little bit. Like I said, the heat's off. Just letting it absorb all that citrus and that butter. Let's get this plated up.
Oh yes,
and taste
please.
it. Here's our finished product.
Oh, beautiful.
And I forgot to mention earlier, it's basically 1 pound of carrots and 2 cups of spinach. But again, if you want more spinach, put more in. If you want more carrots, because kids don't like carrots more, do more carrots. Right? Me personally, my favorite part is the shallots. So let's take a bite of these. I'm gonna get this piece here with a piece of spinach.
I'm going to do some shallot and carrots.
Yeah, try to get it all.
Yeah. I love carrots though. It's my favorite veggie.
I didn't even wait for you. I already ate.
Okay. Oh my gosh. And with that citrus.
Oh yeah, the butter brown with the citrus just adds that lemon, just makes it pop. I don't know if I said this earlier, but it does call for orange juice. I just squeeze an orange in it. Not exactly the same thing.
No, it's better.
Pretty close, but I like it with the orange in it. So,
all fresh ingredients.
So give us a try this Easter or anytime this year, especially if you go to the farmer's market and you see that these vegetables are on sale. Get it and try it. Tell us what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification button. I guess you don't like YouTube, but you can still like it.
And you can share on Facebook or whatever.
Yep. And we'll see you next week.
Yep. And you guys like or eat, savor, and enjoy.